it is giving jealousy, okay? It's giving bad mind, it's giving hatred, it's giving envious. Like, people are sick. Hey besties, welcome back to another video. I'm your girl Shantel, for those who don't already know. So you saw when I went ahead and I made my morning smoothie. So good. So things are about to get real, right? So this video is basically a little chit chat where I'm going to basically help my girlies and men too to become more self-aware and learning how to set boundaries with persons who mean you no good. So all my 20s something years, I've encountered so many different people from diverse background, different culture, you name it, right? And I used to be a person who, in my younger self, I used to be this girl who always wants to be the person who everybody likes. Like, and I realized if somebody don't like me, then I make it a personal problem. That is when I was younger, and I grew out of that type of, I don't know, need of validation as growing up, because they don't teach this in school, right? They don't tell you like it's okay for people not to like you. Not everyone is going to like you, and that's just the reality. That's just normal. And while growing up, I used to like take it as an offense, like why I was always want to question I always questioning myself, like why this particular person don't like me and I don't do anything to them, why that person don't like me, trying to justify the reason why he or she don't like me for some reason, like even if like argument or what disagreement, nothing at all. But you know, as I get older, I realize that self-projection is a real thing. Like, self-projecting is real and it's in motion. So once it comes on to you questioning yourself, saying, am I doing something wrong? Like coming up to the person and like, what did I do you? Or, you know, once you start questioning yourself, I realize that that is some of a disrespect. Don't get me wrong, to yourself, but don't get me wrong, self-evaluation is very, very important. But when you question yourself, like why a person don't like you or all this, and seeking the need of validation and wanting to be liked by everyone, which is so impossible, then it becomes a problem. You cannot be a people pleaser I trust me, I've been there. I tried. I'm like, this is just not working out. It's not working out. So, and I always find the need like wanting to fit in and want to please this person, please that person. But at the end of the day, everybody is different. People are dynamic. Everybody grow up differently. So you wanting to please someone is going to be a great challenge, and that is too much pressure you're going to be putting on yourself. So I'll advise you, try your best to find out who you are as an individual and try not to be a people pleaser or seek validation from people that really mean you no good, actually. So all my 20 odd years, that's what I learned to do. I grow and I learn to set boundaries. I learn how to be my authentic self unapologetically without even trying to like even care about what everybody has to say about me, especially people who, as I said, has nothing to do with your life, mean you no good and all of that. So trust, this topic of setting boundary has been dawning on me for a while. I always want to like just talk about these. Let me hear what you guys have to say. I know sometimes like in the comments area, let me know what you guys have to say in the comments area. I know sometimes us as human beings, we face a lot of challenges when it comes down to actually setting boundary, and we really don't know how to go about it. But as time goes by and as you experience and grow as an individual, you come to realize like, hey, this particular person, this person or that event, or some people really do not deserve your energy, your time, your effort, your empathy, and all of that. So setting boundary setting really takes time. It develop over time, right? It could be with a family member, it could be with a person who wants to be a friend. It takes time. Over time, boundary setting really takes some time. So it's not an overnight fix. All right. So one thing I want to say, know that your job is not to heal everyone. That is not your job. Persons who have the tendency to project their pain, their trauma, their hurt, their negative opinion on you, encountered a lot of those things and want to project it on you, and it's not your job to heal anyone. I encountered my trauma. I'm sure most of you guys encountered your trauma, and we all have to deal with our personal traumas, everything that we went through, our pain, our hurt. Everybody have to encounter their trauma one way or another. You have to be able to fix it and face it, do something about it. You can't expect somebody to get up and want somebody to fix your pain or trauma, and you don't do anything about it. You're just digging yourself deeper inside, and all that is going to forever hold you down. All the pain, the trauma, everything is just going to hold you down. So restrain from projecting all that pain and trauma that you went through, and prevent from projecting it on someone else and wanting to hurt people. So trust me, I've seen like, I'm a normal girl, just normal, try my thing, see what worked for me, do my reading, like try different things, try YouTube I'm an educator, I am a culinary chef. Like, I try to do as much things that are meaningful and fulfilling to me as a person, and do things that I know that I can grow and progress. And I'm always want to explore and travel and experience new things. And I met people like who intentionally wants to hurt me, both verbally and physically. And I learned that, hey, like, even though I'm not so much, I'm such an empath, like, I will empathize with you and I will listen to you and I will do what I can do to assist you in whatever circumstances you find yourself in, that person find themselves in. And that's just me. That's all I was brought up by my parents, like, just to help when you can, right? Helping both my siblings and people on a whole. And like, when I realized, like, I'm really just giving all the time, the energy, the effort to persons who really don't give a biscuit about me, people who I consider to be complete strangers. I'm never ever going to, even though they disrespect me in so many ways, so many shape and form, and they gossip about me and talk things that, like, girl, like, will never ever, like, benefit me or help me. So, and lie on me, all sorts of stuff, right? So I am just this person. I'm never ever going to answer you, and if I'm going to answer you and stood to your level, that will never happen. Like, there's the door, girl. Like, bye. Once I see the type of person you are, the energy that you're going to give, the behavior, the all type of mood, because I know that they want something that I have, and I'm not the one to let in people that easily, like how I used to. They find it very hard to actually believe, or to, it really hurt them because they want to get to you, right? They want to get to you, they want to have what you have, and you have to protect yourself, and you cannot be all talkative, you can't be always open to people. You have to just, you know, set your boundaries, careful what you share, be careful what you share, work in silence and all of that. And never tell them too much that they would want to hear, like, to just have access to all of that, what's going on in your life, and then they will plan and see how they can have it and this and that. Like, trust, it is giving jealousy, okay? It's giving bad mind, it's giving hatred, it's giving envious. Like, people are sick out there, and trust me, like, I don't know, like, sometimes I really can't comprehend, like, why people just don't leave people alone. Like, people do them thing and just stay in them lane, like, but just do what work for you and just don't bother nobody. Simple as that. But people have the tendency to always, as I said, project their hurt and trauma on you, and at the end of the day, I'm telling you, do not allow them to let you stoop to their level. You never hear anything from me unless I'm saying, hey, once it reached too far, then I'm going to do something about it. So again, it is not your job to heal others. Everyone is responsible for their own trauma, their own pain, their own hurt, whatever it is. You are responsible for your own issues and baggage. Everything is on you as an individual to make sure that you are okay and not out there hurting others. You cannot allow to please others at your own expense. Try your best not to try to be, as I said, a people pleaser, because that will never, like, you're going to be like the most unhappy person ever You know what? There is this thing, I don't remember if I saw it on Reels or shorts or something or a book, but they said the happiest person have enemies too. The happiest person, people hate them too. So I'm telling you, it's impossible to be a people pleaser, and it is draining to also try to please everyone. Because this person, like, imagine how everyone is going to like you authentically. Like, everybody gonna like you genuinely. Think about it. You are different. That person is different. He's different. She's different. They are different. Different beings seek different characteristic and different personality. Everybody is drawn to different personalities, characteristic, energies, whatever you may call it. How are you going to be? Can someone fit in all of that, right? How you can be this person today, that person, and maneuver all about and try to please everybody? That's just too much. That's too much. So as I said, just be your authentic self. Don't care what person say. Work in silence. Just be your genuine self. As long as you're not going out there to make trouble and you're staying in your corner, and just focus on what you want, and just let everybody know, like, this is who I am and all of that, and let them know the boundary or how far they can go with you, period. Putting yourself to an extent where you try to please them at your own expense is going to cost you at the end of the day, and you might end up regretting doing certain things that you really didn't want to do, because you're going to the extra mile for them, and really and truly they won't do the same for you. That's the reality. So if you realize something going like that, let's say bye, okay? Trust. And as for persons who want to be your friend or want to have a relationship with you, I would say do not build up a wall unless you realize that the treatment or effort that that person is putting in is worth it. Is it worth it? Question yourself and ask, is this worth it? Is this friendship worth it? Is this type of person worth it? Are they putting in the same effort as you? Is it mutual? Like, to the extent where, okay, if I will loan you this money, would that person help you in a time of crisis or the time of need as well? Like, question it, see what, and just to pinpoint, like, try your best not to build a relationship where you're always finding yourself gossiping about people and sulking, and always sulking all the time when it comes on to just being, having a conversation, sulking in pain and trauma. Because, okay, if that's going to be your bonding mechanism as a friend or whatever type of relationship, then let it be. But if you're someone who that doesn't work for you, you cannot bond just over gossiping or those things, because, like, baby, as I said, everyone is different. So find out what works for you, and if you want to have that type of relationship with someone who you can't, I don't want any gossiping or bonding over trauma and all of that, and it's always you just trying to motivate the person all the time, and and it doesn't work for you, and you realize that that person always trying to put their pain on you and project their pains and their trauma on you, like, then that relationship is not for you. It's like, period. Like, just leave it go. You're going to be unhappy. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. So if the effort is mutual, let it work. If it's not, it's just end it. Don't pressure yourself. Don't push further. Don't always, come on, you got this, baby girl. You got this. Don't question yourself about whether or not you deserve to be treated this. Like, have a standard. Set the bar high. All right, set the bar high. Don't let in everyone just welcome everybody. Don't easily do that, because once you do that, then persons are going to be able to rob you of your blessing of your cost. Like, and you don't want that, right? Rob you of your happiness. We don't want that. We don't want that over here, right? So that's all I'm gonna say. If you realize that you're continuously compromising, it's not your job to be compromising all the time. Like, compromisation is from the devil. That's what they say. Like, why you have to be compromising your self-worth, your money, your time, your effort? Do not compromise with people who do not value you. Just say what they say. Me not have the time for the hate and got my mind on. Make me dance like but yeah, so do not compromise. That's what I wrote. Do not sell yourself short while you're at it, and always try to set the boundary in which you as a person know what you're worth and what you want in life. Once you learn how to not compromise, you realize, like, hey, I'm not going to change myself to your liking. So do not change because that person like a particular thing, a particular personality. Don't listen. That is so much energy to that's so draining. That is really draining. Why would I change myself for you to like me? If you don't like me, no, for me, then just leave me alone. I'm not going to change to suit your need. This is who I am, and this is what I am about. So knowing yourself is very, very important. So it's as simple as that. So if you don't like me now, how are you going to like me then? The better version of me then. So why am I, So people like that, you don't want them around you. That is the toxic. It's the toxic for me. The toxic behavior for me. That's what it is. That is very much toxic. And girl, like, if you don't like me, this is fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not for everyone. I am not for everyone. It's simple as that. If you don't like me, that's just how it is, right? You just don't like what I am doing. And the thing is, if persons do not like you, that means you're actually doing something good. If you know you're someone who mind their business, get their things done, get their shit done, stay in their lane, don't mess around people, drink your water, work out, do what you need to do just to be you. Yeah, messing with people, like, you're not hurting anybody. So what's the problem? Like, what's the problem? I'm not the problem. You need to get self-evaluation. Like, yeah. All right, the next thing that I've written is that you should stay private. That's the next point. Stay private with your life. Like, this is good. You can share certain snippets of your life, like, if you choose to, so it all depends on what you decide to share, what you want to share. At the end of the day, you don't have to share everything with the public. Everybody don't have to know anything, and people around you that don't mean you any good, and persons who have the tendency to want to hurt you consistently, continuously, both physically and verbally. Really, you should just keep your life private, and by doing that, you set up your boundaries, and you'll prevent from letting in all of that negative energy and feedback in your life. So if you have a man, right, that's your business. If you don't want to share, like show your man or introduce a man to certain people or tell everybody everything or whatever, that's your business, right? And persons just have to learn to respect that, right? So being private, you don't give them access to you, everything that you have, and they will want to take. And like, if you should give them, like, just be open and just tell them whatever and everything that's irrelevant, like based on the type of relationship to just persons that you just meet, you're basically giving them the right time to say, hey, take this, take that. They're just gonna take and want to hurt you. And when they realize, like, hey, you have something that they want, especially if you have something that they want and you're at a position that they want to be, what is giving? Okay, it's giving jealousy. That's what it's giving. It's giving hate. That's what it's giving. And they started moving sketchy around you, starting talking all this and doing all that. Yes, like behavior just changed completely after they realize things start going for you, things start happening for you. You see behavior, you see yes, that's the reality. I'm telling you, like they always say, actions speak louder than words. Believe it, because someone's action and demeanor can just give them away just like that, just a click of a finger, like what? So do not share everything. Be private and be careful who you share your life with, and be careful who you're open with, because you don't know who is who. Like, these people be moving like wolf in sheep clothing, okay? Trust. The next thing that I've written is that everyone will not like you. I already covered that, and it is pretty straightforward. Just learn to build your own self-confidence, your own self-awareness, and realize, like, this is just who I am, and I know that no, everyone will not like me, especially when I'm doing something good. Just brace yourself. You have to develop that thick skin, all right? Develop that thick skin. Shut out the noise, meaning everything that they say that don't mean anything to you. Like, let me tell you, like, when somebody, like, you look at somebody and you're like, you ain't nothing to me, like you're basically like a complete stranger. I don't care. I really don't care what you say or what you think or whatever. Like, it's just point blank. Once you, like, don't seek validation from everybody, you realize, like the words just bounce off you like like a ball or something. It just bounces right off. So they can say the most disrespectful thing ever, or even cussing you out, and you're like, bro, I don't care. And that's just life. You're going to encounter people who really truly just don't like you, and the truth is that they themselves, when they look in the mirror, they just don't like what they see in the mirror, and they don't like the fact that you're at a place where they might want to be, and you have what they might want. So be careful, okay? Just as long as you love yourself and you got God, you don't need anything else, okay? You and God and your family, okay? So with that said, do not overshare. Do not overshare with everyone. Stay private and know that everyone will not like you. So I always say, they always going to hate what they can't take from you. So they're going to hate you because, listen, you're private, you set your boundaries, and they cannot take it from you what they don't have. All right, they cannot take it from you. It's simple as that. So be mindful of these wolves in sheep clothing. All right, and these type of people, they tend to do and want something like what you have, and these people have like just have this negative vibe about them. Like, they were very moved how they even treat other people. Observe and see how they treat other people, how they talk and deal with other people. And sometimes you see how they carry themselves. Like, have you ever seen someone like they just have this dark cloud over them? I'm serious. Like, I don't know, just comment below, let me know. Like, you know, when you can tell when someone is literally just miserable. All right, you can tell when someone is miserable just by the look on their faces, or just by their demeanor, or the way how they carry themselves. It's crazy. It is just crazy. And that is a red flag to say, like, avoid that person. All right, trust and believe. I've seen it, because once person start doing evil stuff, you know, or start indulging, it could be like gossiping and or bad behavior or treating other people badly, it literally just start written over their face. Their entire persona, everything just change about them, and everything just look dark and gloomy or sad and depressing. Like, trust me. And once you see something like that, run. May not have the time for the hate and the so that's just all I'm just going to share with you guys. Just keep in mind, like, if you don't have haters, then you're doing something wrong. All right, always remember that. Or if you don't have haters, that means you're not doing something right. You're doing something wrong. Everyone is going to have haters at one point in their life, because not everybody is perfect, and you cannot always be a people pleaser, because that just drives you away from who you truly are to yourself. And like that's just leading you down a path, like into a path of unhappiness and misery and torment. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for any one of you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're someone who is self-projecting in a negative way, do not self-project at all on anyone. Deal with your trauma, deal with your hate, deal with your pain. We've all been there, trust me. So you have to just get up and do something about it, or something is going to get done to you. It's simple as that. So just be kind, and if we can't change the world, at least start changing the person. Exactly, start changing the person that you're looking at in the mirror. Or even in your family, the smallest thing you can do can mean like, can leave a dramatic impact on someone's life. It doesn't matter. So set your boundaries. And setting boundaries, it doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful about it. You don't have to come off disrespectful. Setting boundaries and building walls is something different, I should add. Building walls are literally like you shut that person out completely, really don't want to have anything to do with you at all. Setting boundaries now is like, at the same time, that person still have access to you in some way, but at the same time they don't have access to all of your lovely aura. You get what I'm saying? So there are difference, and just know what works for you, and try not to hurt anyone out there while you're trying to set your boundaries. It doesn't have to come off being rude. Alright, so that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I'm Shantel, and I'll catch you in the next one.